And away we go.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, say whatever you like because we can chop it up anyway.
Yeah,
But
right.
for reference, please, your name and your company.
Yeah, so John Elder, the Business Blocks.
Awesome. And John, at what point did you decide you wanted or needed a VA?
Yeah, so I needed to find a VA. I had a lot of content and a lot of plans that I wasn't actioning, and so needed to try and find a like-minded person that had a bit more of a creative flair than I did. And there's sort of two businesses that are running at the moment, and I just didn't have time to focus into the business, like my personal business, which is the Business Box. And so I needed to commit and have someone help me out there. And so found Clayton's business, or your business, Clayton, because I'm talking to you. Can't remember. I think it was just one of those random occurrences across LinkedIn. Delved a bit deeper and found a good opportunity. I didn't even have the time I used to use the freelancer sort of model. Didn't have the time to do all the vetting, and once I understood the costs involved, and I guess the simplicity of engaging via World Outsourcing, then just committed. And
nice.
What are we through? Almost 4 weeks down. Everything's going good.
And what did you feel like? How did you find the onboarding process from start to finish?
Yeah, the onboarding process was good. I think it was quite tough finding the right person that I was looking for at the time. So there were only two candidates. I think typically three candidates are a minimum. We went with two, and then after the interviews, it was quite obvious that the selected candidate was the right option. So it was quite good. I think, I guess my journey to now being open and honest, and basically my Jun is working 5 days a week at 4 hours a day. Having a lot of structure and setting him up for success, I think has been he's really appreciated that, and having constant contact with him has definitely helped as well. So process has been good. The onboarding process, I didn't really have processes or SOPs in place, and so I'm building that out with him, and that was part of the plan. And he's a really good candidate, so he's just gone with that with me. So,
and it's nice you touched on that point too. There's a lot of people that they're wanting to get a VA on board, but there is no operating procedures at all, and they kind of hope that the VA will figure it out themselves. So it's great that you've actually been able to be there to build it together with him. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what kind of impact has having Jun on board had on your business and your time?
Yeah, so it's more someone there who we can shape and mold to understand what we're trying to achieve. So the next steps that we're going to be working on is to build awareness around the brand. It's quite consistent now with the content. We've locked in at least two articles a week, and yeah, so he's sort of on the roll. Then it's about doing a bit more outreach, I think, and supporting the outreach. So the impact has been really good. It's made me appreciate having someone, and made me appreciate that the constant touch points is very important for someone to help them grow within their role as well. And I think we're very aligned for what he wants to do and what he wants to achieve out of this, but also open that if it didn't fit, or if he just wanted to do a certain part, then I'd just manage that. And if it was just the creative side or just the integration side, then we could just manage that by saying, okay, well, you just focus on that, and then I'll try and pick up the slack on the other side, and then we might have to look for someone else, to pick up the other part that I was looking for. So no, everything's good.
That's awesome. And it is very crucial that we did have that initial chat to find all those things that you did need. If not, we would have to split the person up. So there is a lot of work that goes into that initial conversation to make sure we're getting exactly what you're looking for. Last real
Sure.
question is, what would you say to anyone that's on the fence about getting themselves a virtual assistant?
Yeah, so understand, I guess, is your problem like a management problem, or is it a time problem? Just making sure that, you know, if you're going to commit, that you at least understand what you want to bring someone on for, specifically what you want them to do, and then is there enough work for them to do, or is it just sort of like a chunk of work that you just haven't been able to do, and that the commitment is not definite. You don't have to have them for the rest of their time, but I guess the commitment is at least sort of the 20 hours a week, and that they, once if you develop a good onboarding process and bring them on and let them understand your business and what you want to achieve out of your business, they'll bring their own ideas, and they'll be able to add a lot more value than you can sort of think about at the time. So that's one good thing that's come out, if you get the right person.
Awesome. Cool. Anything
Yep.
else you feel like saying? That was the last. I've got more questions, but I think that's more than enough there.
All good.
Exciting. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Let me stop that recording. So